S&P 500, Nasdaq, Dow Jones. You've probably seen these terms pop up in news or heard them in conversation before. But what are they? Today I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about index and index fund in a super easy way. Subscribe me, let's make finance simple. First, let's talk about what is an index. Think about how we assess the performance of a class of 50 after a midterm. We would take the average of the class. If that average goes up by 10 points, we would think that, the class is doing great. The class is improving. If that average drops by 20 points, you might start to worry, what's going on? What's wrong? The stock market works the same way. Every day, the stock prices of some companies rise, of some companies fall. If we want to know whether the market as a whole is improving, is getting stronger or weaker, we take the average of the whole market. That's its market index. S&P 500, for example, tracks 500 of the largest and most influential companies in the USA. Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, all the big names you know are in it. It is expressed in points. For example, until now, the S&P 500 is up 15 points today. Indexes are also weighted. In S&P 500, the Magnificent Seven, Apple, Alphabet, Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, Meta, let me see this. Tesla made up 36% of the whole index. While smaller company like News Corporation, they only made up 0.01% of the whole index. So, an index is just a way to measure the performance of a market. Each index has its own way of calculation and emphasis on different segments of the market. S&P 500 is a snapshot of the whole US market. Nasdaq Composite, however, which tracks almost all the stocks listed on Nasdaq exchange, is often treated as a technology sector benchmark. Oh, you might also have heard of Nasdaq 100. It's simply just 100 largest non-financial companies listed in the Nasdaq Composite. Then there's Dow Jones, focus on what I like to call the old school industry. It is made up of 30 large established companies, the companies that you feel like they've been here forever and they're not going anywhere. Goldman Sachs, Coca-Cola, American Express, McDonald's. We call their stock blue chip stocks. Every country have their own index. In Canada, we have SPTSX Composite, Japan has Nikkei 225, China has Shanghai Composite, so on and so forth. Together, these indexes provide a snapshot of the global equity market. Fun fact, an index is actually a great way to see what drives a country's economy. If we look at the top components of USA index S&P 500 and the Canada's index XIU, you will notice something different. Exactly. You can see that S&P 500 is dominated by tech giants. Canadians index are mostly banks and energy companies. That right there tell you a lot about a country's economic foundation. All right, this is all you need to know about index. Well, here comes the questions. Can we actually buy an index? The answer is no. Index is just a number, a statistical tool to measure the performance of a market. It is not a tradable asset. Wait a minute, hold up, Ray. I definitely heard people saying they're buying index or what. And even Warren Buffett said he recommends people to buy S&P 500. You're totally right. Well, we cannot buy an index, which is just a number. We can buy index fund or index ETF that tracks the components of index. For example, we have Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. What's happening right here is the fund manager will actually buy the same company listed in the index in the same proportions. So when you buy the ETF, you can essentially match the returns of the S&P 500 index. Usually those ETF will charge you a small amount of money for managing fees. For example, Vanguard charges you 0.03%, called expense ratio. It means that if you invest $100,000, you will be paying $30 per year, reflected in the returns. I think I'm okay with this number. If I have $100,000. To wrap up, index is a blueprint. Index fund is a product that follows the blueprint. Okay, so now you have learned what is an index and index fund. Next time when you hear someone say they're buying S&P 500, you know that they're not buying the index, they're buying an index ETF. Just like that, finance and investing is simpler than you think. If you want more easy to understand breakdowns like this video, follow my channel. I'll see you in next video. Bye!